this was probably the most talented of all the service academies that we've coached against. I remember 1 year Army, I think everyone was there when I was at Notre Dame, and they won 10 or 11 games, and we were a top 20 team, top 15 team. I remember leaving that field thinking that they're extremely talented. I felt that way about this group, very talented, very experienced, and it was exactly what we expected. JT did okay. He was 12 of 15. He had a drop, a pick, interception, an interception, a drop, and a throwaway. Those are 3 incomplete passes. We should drop the ball, a very ill-advised pass on the red zone, and then a throwaway where we got beat up front quickly, and he just got rid of the ball, which was actually a good job. Interesting comment, or interesting thoughts I shared with our team yesterday. I'll review that with you. Offensively, that was very poor the first half, very poor. We had a punt, a field goal, a punt, our first 3 drives. You can't do that in that game. And I knew that going into the game, and that's why, get pretty uptight, because every possession, Navy can score at any time, and plus, sometimes you only get 3 or 4 possessions a half. But once again, punt, the good thing is when we did punt, we dropped it on the -1 yard line. We did hit a field goal. We had a punt again. I believe that was 3 and out. Then we threw an interception, and then we closed with a field goal. And, that was that kind of first half. Usually, if the defense isn't hanging in there, you have a problem. Second half was much better. You had turnover and downs and 3 straight touchdowns. Our defense scored for us. They gave us the ball at the -43 and the +41 twice, obviously. We're down 14 to 13, and we went for it on 4th and 2, and we came right back and we held them 5 yards. That was on Curtis Grant. Remember, that was that series of plays. That was the difference in the game. We spent a lot of time talking to our team about that. The chemistry on our team is very good. There's a tendency to, when you go for a block punt, you run into the punter. When you go for it on 4th down, why do we do this? Why do we do this? I think we make it very clear that we're going to probably go again next week for it. So let's get ready. And when they say defense, your job is to stop people. And Coach Finkel and Coach Ash made a comment to me that it's the best they've seen in the last couple, maybe 3 years even. As far as just, when it's a sudden change situation or a 4th down, you don't get it, you just go do your job. And then just that once again, those series of events we're down 14-13, we went for it at midfield. You're midway through the 3rd quarter. If things don't work out, they score, we're down by 8, and you maybe get 2 possessions left in that game. And that was what was going through my stomach after we didn't get it on 4th down. But we get the ball back, and they punt the ball at the end zone, 80-yard touchdown, and then we take control of the game a little bit. So that was a very important series for me. That's why I made such a big deal about that. I thought the defense, we gave up far too many yards. One series was disturbing. They ran a little counter play that first time they ran it, and a 4-play drive for 80-some-yard touchdown. Other than that, I thought our defense hung in there real well. Champion for the game, you had Darren Lee on defense, Durant Grant, and Tyvis Powell. You can see 2 first-time starters there with Darren Lee and Tyvis Powell. Grant graded out actually 100%. They didn't throw the ball, but it was 8 for 8 of making plays. On offense, your champions once again are guys who played a championship level effort and execution. Devin Smith graded out 88%, 2 touches for 94 yards. Evan Spencer played very well as blocking downfield. He's one of the top 2 or 3 blockers we've ever had at wide receiver. Dontre Wilson graded out a champion as 5 for 5 on making plays. He did have a drop those, I should say 5 or 6. 8 touches for 90 yards. Our 2 tight ends played pretty good, Jeff Hireman and Nick Vanette. And then offensive line, Taylor Decker and Darrell Baldwin. Ezekiel Elliott was player of the game. So that's our champions. Night game, Ohio State style, which is very unique. Our players are excited, our fans are excited about it. We got a very good opponent, a coach that I've known for a long time. And first time I ever played against them. But they are what they are after now really studying. We studied in the summer and off season, and one of the top 5 defenses in America. Really good defensive coach. Offensively, last year they struggled, but this year they have a quarterback that's a transfer that's throwing the ball very well in the one game. So I'll answer your questions.
Front row, Dave. Coach, I don't think Marcus Ball made the trip. Can you give a status update on Marcus Ball?
He's suspended for 2 games. He's not going to play this game either.
Violation of team rules, anything you can...
Stuff. Yeah.
Doug, front row.
Urban, you talked some about the offensive line after the game, getting another look at it. What did you think overall of the line play, and what can you expect making a jump from week 1 to week 2?
We were very disappointed early in the game. We had some pressure. We wanted to throw the ball earlier, and it wasn't because of JT or the wideouts, because I thought our guys would make plays, and I had a lot of confidence in JT. It just we couldn't have minus yardage plays, and it didn't start off very well. So I think they settled down much better, played much better in the second half, and we just, there's a couple guys never really played at this really major college football. Billy Price out there, Joey Boring. Darryl Baldwin really hasn't played. I don't know if I has until Taylor Decker. So 3 of the 5 never really, that's the first time in that environment. And I thought the second half they played pretty well.
And you talked so much this offseason about the pass defense and everything you guys overhauled, and you played the first week and
Remember, it ranked pretty high in pass defense.
Yeah, it was great. Everything was thanks, right? Are you just curious to see against a team that's more traditionally offensive, what you're going to do?
And we have to shift gears. Shift gears. We have to shift gears. That's a tough. I trust our scheduler, and that's what AD, and he's great. And that's getting ready for that game is tough enough. It's just now you have to go back to pass defense that's brand new. So we actually started in earnest yesterday on the field. We usually don't do much on Sunday. We did. And just get back to see if we have improved our pass defense.
Third row left, Dave. Rick.
Urban, so many questions with JT going into the game, at least on the outside. Is there anything you learned about him that you didn't know about him before the game? And is this a guy you believe you can still attain the same goals you had with Meyer?
Well, I believe so. I believe anytime you lose a great player, we're not a group of. I'm just sharing with what I tell our players too. When you lose Braxton Miller, the Big Ten reigning Big Ten Player of the Year twice back to back, and to say we'll be fine, someone else has to pick up that. We have to have about 100 plus yards of offense. We did not have that Saturday. We need to get some of those skilled athletes in space, and when they get in space, they need to. We saw a couple of those guys got tackled. We like to pull through some of those tackles. So I was not surprised at all by JT. I thought he handled himself very well for his first start. You take away the